Hi, I'm Vigilante1X here with my co-host,
SlayerX64R.
and the Dead Air is fun. Now, today we're going to take you behind the scenes of Diablo 2. No, not really. Today we're going to show you what we think of Diablo 2 without any video, annotations, or pictures because I'm too lazy and fat to do anything about it. Not so much fat as lazy. Now, I'm going to let him talk about what he thinks Diablo 2 means to him. Then we're both going to go into the character classes. Then we're going to tell you what our favorite characters to play are, our favorite talent pools to, invest in, and then we're going to talk about our favorite quests, if we have time. And I'll let him go first.
Alright, well, Diablo 2 is a fairly good hack and slash game, developed in 2001. The gameplay mechanics are fairly strong, and the game has very strong RPG elements in it. It can prove challenging at times, especially if you are not tactical in what you're doing. But it can also prove to be easy at times, due to the way you build your character. And that's about it.
Okay. Diablo 2 for me is not just your standard hack and slash. It's your standard point hack and slash, which means it's far more repetitive. And I'm not the only one on earth who thinks so. Now, because point and click games are very repetitive to me, I like to be able to, move the fucking joystick or the D-pad or something, or press the arrow keys, not pointing and clicking. Huh?
Like a crackhead?
Oh yeah, definitely. Cocaine all the way. But, yeah. I really like playing the game. It's fun and interesting. I stopped playing it for a while because of making a video game. Well, RPG. Working on my comic book and doing some other stuff, which I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was playing video games. But, yeah, so that's about it for that. My favorite, because I don't really want to say much on that, because I'm lazy. Well, I'm a lazy fucker, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite character to play... Oh, wait, no, I guess we should do, character classes first. There's many character classes. In the original, before the expansion, there is the Necromancer, the Paladin, the Barbarian, the Amazon, and the Sorceress. I don't think I left anybody out there. The Amazon is basically your healthy mix of, a rogue from the last game, except on a sort of magical trip level. Like, she can create her own arrows, like the elf ranger from, what's it called, Champions? Return to Arms?
Yeah.
And, I don't really know much about her. I've never actually played her. I only really know about, what's it called, damn. I should stop saying the word, and I think I will. I only really know... Yeah, I understand. Shut up. I only really know much about the Necromancer and... oh, fuck me. The Druid. But we are only talking about the regular game, so I'll let him fill you in about the Amazon, and the Sorceress, and the Barbarian, and the Paladin, and the Assassin, and I'll cover the Druid and the Necromancer, because I have not played any other classes. Because I'm just cool like that.
Alright. Well, for me, I play a lot of Paladin, the Barbarian, and the Amazon. Mostly close combat characters are my comfort zone. But do dabble in other classes, such as the sorcerer, and so I have a fairly general knowledge of the classes.
Oh, that's awesome.
The barbarian is mostly close combat, but he's got a lot of useful battle cries, which boosts his hit points and defense. He has lots of good magic resistance, and if he gets you up close, you're pretty much done. The paladin has a lot of aura type effects to boost his allies and his friends, but like he's still pretty powerful, but he isn't quite as adept at close combat as the barbarian. The Amazon can go either close combat or ranged combat, depending on how things work. Like, you've got your Boazons and your Spirazons. But
Are those
in close
actual
combat,
words?
she tends to have a higher dexterity and lighter armor.
Are those actual words, or did you just make them up?
What, Boazon and Spirazon?
Yes. Is that actual
Those are two
game?
class buildings.
That's ugly as hell. Continue.
That's official class building.
Continue.
Alright, fine. Alright, where was I? Alright. Also I do dabble in the druid. He can be a good, strong, close combat character, or a good spellcaster, depending on how you want to take him. But I do prefer the druid tank, mainly because he has a lot of hit points, and he can hit really hard. So that's really cool. But druids are overpowered, so who cares? Then there's the necromancer, which is pretty cool. He has the big army.
Yo, I was covering the necromancer and the druid.
Blah blah blah. I'm covering them all.
Fine.
So he's got his army of minions, but like just having minions isn't enough, right? So he's also got stuff to block his enemies, to trap his enemies, bone wall, bone prison. He can shoot his enemies, poison them, and he can curse them, which is really nice.
Yeah, I can curse my enemies too.
And then there is the sorceress, who is, well, I mean, she casts magic. That's what a sorceress does. But it can be very overpowered depending on how you build her. Just make sure you don't totally specialize in one area, because you just specialize totally in one area, you'll the enemies that are resistant to that, and then you won't be able to kill them unless, I don't know, you have a really good strength rating, which I assume most sorceresses wouldn't. And then, you can go on to the assassin. I honestly don't know a lot about assassin, but I know she can lay traps, and she can do combo attacks, and steal HP during those combo attacks, and things like that. And she can block with her weapons, which is fairly effective because it allows her to dual wield.
Dual wield.
So, let's see here. Paladin, Barbarian, Sorceress, Necromancer, Druid, Amazon, and Assassin.
Did you say barbarian?
Yes, I did say Barbarian.
Are you sure you said barbarian?
Maybe. Not so much. We'll just have to hope on it.
Okay, so my favorite character to play with, surprise, surprise, is the Necromancer. I like bringing my own undead army into the fold. They're unstoppable. I go into the demon's base and kill the dudes, and then make more. And that was the worst Arnold ever, but still, that's what I do. I like to, you know, mix it up with the Necromancer. I prefer a Summoner. I don't branch out into any other talent pools, because I'm, you know, too cool to. Especially I think so. But yeah, that's basically all I do is, you know, summon skeletons, and yes, I summon other necromancers. No, but I summon golems and skeletons, and I like to use the revive spell, even though it doesn't last very long. But it's always fun to use. And when I'm playing a druid, I gotta do Druid Tank, and I gotta be a Werebear. Sorry. The only other way to do it is, there's no other way to do it. You gotta be a Druid. If you're gonna be a Druid, you gotta be a Werebear or a Werewolf, and you gotta be a tank. Otherwise, there's no point.
Throw magma balls at everyone.
No, elemental Druids are homos. Just like McFryer.
Ouch.
And he'll never see this video, so it doesn't matter. Now, that's my favorite classes. Now we're going to hear from him. And I bet you can all guess which class he loves to play with the most. And if you can't, you're about to find out. Wrap it up, bitch. We only got a couple minutes left.
I love to play as the Paladin and the Barbarian. Mainly because, well, close combat, tough, lots of hit points, heavy armor, big swords.
I like swords.
Yeah, I like swords. That was good stuff.
So, that's all I really got to say about Diablo 2, other than the quests, which we'll both get to in a minute. You got anything else to say?
Nope.
Okay, well.
Yawn.
My favorite quests are... Give me a second here. My favorite quests are Terror's End, the Summoner, ironically enough. Also, Hell's Forge. I basically love every single quest in Act 4. And the only other... And I don't like any of the quests in, what's it called? Act 5. I like the rewards, but I really hate the quests. I think they're dumb, in my opinion. Because barbarians... Seriously, a barbarian society can't handle their own shit against demons, even if it is one of the fucking primevals. Like, goddamn. Stop being such a bunch of pussies. And that's my view on it. You're up. We don't got much time, so hurry your shit up.
Alright, when it comes to quests, the only quest I really like is, Terror's End. I mean, that's like the big work up, right? And then everything's just like, okay, now, I'm gonna work down again so that I can work up so that I can fight you again. I mean...
Yeah, but killing Maul was cool.
It was, but it was a bit tedious at times.
He's like a tentacle rape demon. He's like a tentacle. He's a tentacle monster.
But still, though, it was kind of tedious.
He even has like little turrets. I don't know if you'd call them turrets, but they basically are turrets. They just don't shoot just don't shoot plasma or bullets or anything like that. Just like these fucking tentacles come out of the ground and smack you around. It's pretty funny. So if
I bet they
that's
smack you around.
Yeah, they smack me around all night long. They just come out of my old Diablo 2 disc when I'm, when I'm bored. So, so if you have anything else to say it now. Otherwise, we're gonna end the show.
That's about it. Paladin's cool, Barbarian's cool, killing Diablo cool, multiplayer cool if it doesn't lag.
Okay, we get the idea.
There.
Okay, card games FTW, the Pokemon army is for fags, and that's all you little punks get. Till next time, I'm Vigilante1X, he's...
SlayerX64R.
And Darcidius ain't got shit on the kid, and neither do you.